From Ohio skies to colored lines, pink and yellow, gray that shines. Simple joys in all we do. Every page comes alive with you. Come on in, let's color our world. Every dream like a page unfurled. Sweet little Ariel, little love we know so well. Family, friends, and love so bright, filling every line with light. Stay a while, don't rush away. Let's color joy into today. Color your world today with me. Jamie's True Colors.
Hello, my magical rainbow family and my little bumblebees. Welcome back to the channel, Jamie's True Colors. And today I am showing you my June 2026 completed coloring pages. So, before I tell you everything, I want to let you guys know, since I did change my channel yesterday, my channel name, I will no longer be doing my coloring pages out of this notebook, keeping track of how many I do. Because it is Disney and I'm no longer pretty much a Disney channel. I am just an adult coloring channel and a daily vlog channel. So like I'll do events in my cities and stuff like that. So since I am no longer doing any keeping track of my coloring pages in that notebook, I went out to the Dollar Tree and I bought me a new notebook. And I'm going to keep track of my pages, how many I do for that year and everything like that. And then here I have July 2026 books and pages. So yes, I will be marking my books and how many pages in my new book. But I colored in the month of June out of 57 coloring books, and I colored 92 pages. And before I show you my pages, I want to tell you about my monthly collab that I am going to be hosting for the month of July. And it is called July-Ween Coloring Collab. So when you do your video, you would hashtag July-O-Ween, just one word, July-Ween Coloring Collab. And what it is you color as many Halloween pages that you would want to color. You color them, you post it one day in July, and you use the hashtag July-Ween Coloring Collab. In your title, you need to tag my channel, which is Disney. Oh my gosh, I about said the old name, which is Jamie's True Colors. And yeah, so that's what you would do for the month of July. Alright, now to my coloring pages. And we're going to do my non-coloring pages that you would not seen on videos, like, just like everyday kind of videos. I mean, everyday kind of pages, not like my collabs or buddy colors that you see I post on Instagram. This is just pages I wanted to color in the month of June. And the first one is out of a book that I got from Michaela over at Michaela's Colors and Creates in the 6 of 12 buddy color swap that we do on the 10th of every month. And this one is called Hamster Happiness, because y'all know I'm getting a hamster. And it says, a joyful coloring book for all ages. And I colored this page. And I used colored pencil, and I colored it on the 8th. Yeah, I colored it on the 8th. Now, I will show you what I'm planning to color for July, because Patty over at Life with Patty, one of her prompts for Patty's treasure hunt is a rainbow. So I'm going to do this page for July. Alright, this one came from Michaela over at Michaela's Colors and Creates from the 6 of 12 Buddy Color Swap that we do. And this one is called Hamster Coloring Book. And I just did the very first page. And I did it in color pencil, and I colored it on the first. And then this one is what I want to do for July. I'm going to do this one for July. This is World's Cutest Pets Summer Vacation Coloring Book. And I did this one here. And I used acrylic paint markers. And I colored it on the 11th. And then I will show you. If you're afraid of snakes, I would look away. But this is what I'm going to color for July. I'm going to color this snake page. This is the Bold and Easy 100 Mandalas Stress-Free Color by Number Canola Tails. And I did this page. And I colored it on the 11th. And I used acrylic paint markers. And my colors were light blue, sky blue, blue, pink, yellow, red. This one is Cocoa Wild Cozy Vibes Cute and Comfy Coloring Book. And I did this page. And it says, look for the rainbow. And I did it in acrylic paint markers. My dear friend Tamara from Tamara's, oh goodness, is it Tamara's Colors and Covent? I'm so sorry, Tamara, but she sent me this book. This is the Pop Manga Beauty and Beastie coloring book. I can't pronounce this illustrator, but this is the illustrator. And I did this page. And I used color pencil, and I colored it on the 11th. And I want to do this page for July. I'm going to do this one for July, and I did this one for June. Totally super fabulous coloring activity. And I did this page. And I do a page every month out of this book. And this is the one I did for June. And I used colored pencil. And I colored it on the 11th. And then this is what I will be coloring. Because I only do the coloring pages. I don't do any of the activity pages. So this will be my next coloring page. It's the karaoke machine. Comment down below if you've ever went karaoke. I used to love going karaoke. I haven't done it in a while. You may see a fly. I just noticed that there is a fly in my room, so you may see a fly. This is Giant Coloring Activity Book, Doggy Days by Bendon. And I did this page for Patty's Treasure Hunt over at Life with Patty. And the prompt was dog or puppy. And I used color pencil. No. Did I use color pencil or crayon? You know, I really can't remember if I used color pencil or crayons. But anyway, I colored it on the 8th. Now this one is what I will be doing for July. This little doggy. This is Giant Coloring Activity Book, Little Kittens, and I actually forgot to put this in the other stack, not this stack of books, because I am now using this for a coloring collab that I do once a month on Tuesdays, and it's called Cute Cat Coloring, and it's hosted by my dear friend Dawn over at M Beans Color With Me. But again, this is the Giant Coloring Activity Book, Little Kittens by Ben Dawn, and my page that I did for June is this one. And I colored it on the 1st, and I did use crayons. I do remember using crayons. Now for July, for Cute Cat Coloring, I will be doing this page. It's a fun little collab that she hosts. Alright, this is 50 Classic Mandalas to Color by Camilla Anchikova. I did this for 2 different collabs. Well, one was a collab and one was an Instagram buddy color. So, yeah. And this is my page, and I used J-O-T glitter gel pens. And I colored it on the 1st. This was for my Pride collab that I hosted in June. So was that last page. But this is Pride Coloring Book. And this was given to me for my birthday back in 2023 from the Disney YouTuber who I call Mama Coco. Her name is Pam, and her channel is Coco for Disney. Me and her was partners for that swap. And she sent me this book, and this is the page I did. I colored it on the 1st, and I used J-O-T glitter gel pens that you can buy from the Dollar Tree. This is my Mia Quinn Drag Queen Adult Coloring Book. Now, I did do this for my Pride Coloring Collab last month, but I did not color the whole page. I just colored the drag queen. I left the background how it was. And here's my page, and I colored it on the 1st, and I used acrylic paint markers. Yeah, I just wanted to make it where she looked like she was popping out of the page, so I just colored her. I did not color the background. This is an 18+ channel, so if you're under the age of 18, please go away. I hope you have a magical day. Alright, this is my big gay coloring book. And I did this one here for my Pride Coloring Collab. And it says, gay by birth, proud by fucking choice. And I used, for the words, I used J-O-T glitter gel pens. To outline the words, I used a gold acrylic paint marker. And then for the rainbow, for the background, I used color pencil. And I colored this page on the 1st. I used this one for my Pride Coloring Collab, and it was a Mandalas collection. I got this book from Michaela over at Michaela's Colors and Creates, a Magical Rainbow Buddy Mail. And I did this page here, and I colored it on the 1st. And I used J-O-T glitter gel pens. I I used this page for Patty's Treasure Hunt. The prompt was Gnome, and this is Morgan Sky, Cute Gnomes. I got this book from Michaela over, I believe it was Michaela. Hold on, I wrote it down. Yeah, Michaela. I got this book from Michaela from Michaela's Colors and Curates, and I did this page for Patty's Treasure Hunt, and it was for Gnome. And I used color pencil, and I colored it on the 8th. Used this for Patty's Treasure Hunt, and it was for Prompt Fairy over at Life with Patty, and this is Fairies Chibis by Alexandra Franzese. And I did this page because, hello, it is summertime, so why not? And I used neon markers that I got from the Dollar Tree, and I colored it on the 8th. This is Easy Coloring Book, Joshua Dunbar. I do a page out of this book every month, and this is the one I did this month. It's the guitar and fiddle, or violin. I can't remember if it's a fiddle or a violin, but I colored it on the 12th, and I used color pencil. Now, I will be coloring this page for July. Alright, it was for Patty's Treasure Hunt over at Life with Patty, and the prompt was Teddy Bear. And this is Kirby Chibi Girls Coloring Book. And here is my teddy bear. And I colored it on the 8th. And I used color pencil. And I want to do this page for July, so let's hope I get it done. She's out at the beach. This was for Patty's Treasure Hunt over at Life with Patty, and it is for the prompt Raccoon, and this is 101 Animals Volume 1 coloring book. And here is my raccoon. And I colored it on the 8th, and I used color pencil. I do have a page marked, but it's not for July. It's for the month that I get my hamster, because I want to color it the color of my hamster, and it's a hamster page. This book was given to me by Pam, who I call Mama Coco, over at Coco for Disney. She got this for me for my birthday back in 2023, and it says, "Let's be proud." And I did this page here that says, "Love yourself," because I'm going to say it again. I said it last month in June. I'm going to say it today. If you don't love yourself, how the hell are you gonna love somebody else? Can I get an amen up in here? I did color pencil for the background, and I did Jot, J-O-T, for glitter gel pens for the letters, and I colored this page on the 1st. Now I'll show you what I want to do for July. I want to color this page for July, and it says, "Is it gay in here, or is it just me?" I'm doing a page every month out of this book. This is my second time getting this book. This is the 100 Flowers Adult Coloring Book, Jade Summer. And I use color pencil for this page. And I colored it on the 12th, and I really like how it came out. Now I'll show you what I'm doing for July. I'm doing this page here for July. I'm doing a page out of this book to complete this book. I will probably have it completed next year, or maybe in 2028, but right now I'm just doing one page a month. And it is The People Faces, a coloring book of portraits across ages, cultures, and nationals. I think I pronounced that right. And here is my page for June. I used colored pencil, and I colored her on the 13th. And this is the page I will be doing for July. Because I've already colored the men and the boys in this book. Now I only have to color the girls and the women in this book. So this is the one I will be doing for July. I haven't colored in any of my Teresa Goodridge books in a while. And I was like, I'm just gonna pull one out. So I pulled this Cheerful Inspirations, Laugh More, Worry Less books, Creative Haven. And I did this one here. I love how it came out. It took me 2 hours to actually do this page. This is done with color pencil, and I colored it on the 13th, and it says Stay Strong. I want to do this one for July because I want to do it to help celebrate my 8-year anniversary, which is on the 22nd of July of being a YouTuber. And it says follow your dreams, and I can honestly say this was a dream of mine. When I very first started, it was a dream of mine, and I've loved every minute of it. And yeah, on July 22nd, it will be my 8-year anniversary. So yeah, I want to do this page to celebrate my 8-year anniversary. This is Halloween coloring book for adults, and I did this page, the jack-o'-lantern, and it says Halloween, and I did this in color pencil, and I colored it on the 13th. Now I'll show you what I want to do for July. I want to do this one for July. Now let's just hope I do this one and not another one. Alright. This is, I haven't done one in this book in a while too. This is the Greatest Hits 100 Best Coloring Pages, Jade Summer. And I did the flowers with color pencil, and I colored it on the 13th. Now I'll show you what I want to do for July. I want to do this one for July because I am in a Christmas in July collab that is hosted by Lena over at the Hall Family Adventures. And she said we can do anything that would put you in mind of Christmas. So I'm going to try and do a few Christmas coloring pages for that collab. So keep an eye out for that video. Alright, this is 50 Vacation Miniatures Camilla and Jacova. And I did this one because it had a hamster on it. I mean, like, how cute. And I colored it with color pencil, and I colored it on the 13th. Now I want to do this page for July. It's the title page. "50 Dimension Summer Scenes to Color Camilla and Jacova." And I got this book from my dear friend Tina, who no longer does YouTube. And I colored it on the 15th, and I used J-O-T glitter gel pens. And I love how it came out. Now I want to do this page for July. I'm going to do this one for July. This book, I had 2 pages. I colored one in May and I colored one in June. Now, I will not be coloring out of this book again until February of 2020. Not February. Is it February or March? Either way, I will not be coloring out of this book again till next year, because I am in a coloring book that's A to Z right now for my ABC coloring class. Well, when I finish Z in that book, I'm going to, because I could either continue and color the small letters in that book, but I've decided after I color Z out of that book, which would be, I think, February of next year, I'm going to start this one and continue in this book, and then after I finish this book, I'll go back to the original book I was doing and do all the lowercase letters. But I got this book from my dear friend, and who I call one of my beautiful YouTube sisters, Michaela, over at Michaela's Colors and Creates. This is the 26 letter-based miniature coloring book by Camilla Inchikova, and this is my page that I did this for June. And I did the creature in color pencil. I don't know what kind of creature it is. Well, it's right there. I can't pronounce it, but that's the creature. But I did it in color pencil, and then everything else on this page was done with Jot, J-O-T, glitter gel pens. And I colored it on the 14th. This book is 50 Summer Miniatures by Camilla Inchikova, and I did the title page. And I colored it on the 17th. And I used Jot, J-O-T, glitter gel pens. And this is the one that I want to do for July. This is actually, it's not the last book I'm showing in this video, but this is actually the last coloring page I did for July. I mean, not July, but June. I did for June. It is the 50 Vacation Summer Fairy Houses, Camilla Inchikova, and I did This Book Belongs To page, and I colored it on the 18th. I got the book on July 1st, 2023. But I colored it on the 18th last month in June. And I used Jot, J-O-T, glitter gel pens. And then I want to do this page for July. Alright, now we're going to do some of the books that I want to complete this year. And that I picked back in December last year to do for 2026. And this is one of them. This is the Winona Judd Adult Coloring Book by Jenna Cole. And I do 2 pages in June. And I did these 2. And I colored them both on the 11th. And I used color pencil. Winona, and then Winona and her mom Naomi, may she rest in peace. And then for this month, July, I will be doing this one and this one. I will be doing these pages. And hold on one moment. I want to apologize about my ring light. If you see the blinking light, I am so sorry. But yes, this is what I will be doing, both of these pages for July. Winona, and then Winona and her mom, Naomi. This is Grumpy Animals Living Human Lives. And another one that I want to complete this year. And this is this page. It's the sloth. And I colored it on the 11th, and I used acrylic paint markers. The skunk, I colored it on the 11th, and I used acrylic paint markers. And the bird. And my best friend Lindsay, she gave me, because I asked her, I was like, what 3 colors would look good on a bird? So we did purple, green, and blue. She picked out these 3 colors. And yeah, I colored it on the 11th, and this was acrylic paint markers. Now I'll show you the pages I will be doing for July. This page here of the antelope. I think that's an antelope. Is this a ferret or a beaver? And then the porcupine. I completed this book this in June, and I completed it on the 2nd. And this is the Cozy Animals Cute and Cozy coloring book. I'm going to do a complete flip through. Oh, and I forgot to tell you when I began the book. I began this book on December 2nd, 2024, and I finished it on June 2nd, 2026. That's the very first page I did. This is the page I did for June. It's a sloth. And I did this for Patty's treasure hunt. I didn't write it down, but I did do it for Patty's treasure. I'm gonna put T hunt. I know what it means. And I did color pencil. And that is the last of this book. So yes, this is another one that I completed this year. And it's one of the ones I wanted to complete this year. And this next one I completed. And I completed this one on June 4th, 2026. And I got this book back in 2023 for my birthday from one of my beautiful YouTube sisters, Michaela, over at Michaela's Colors and Creates. I'm going to do a complete flip through. I began this book on August 24th, 2023, and I finished it on June 4th, 2026. There are a couple pages missing out of the book, but I still wanted to go ahead and complete the book. We're gonna turn this down just a little. Hold on one moment, guys. There we go. Turn my ring light down just a little. Little hamsters. Another little hamster. I was calling this a hamster, but I think it's a beaver. Alright, this is one of the pages I did for June, and I used color pencil, and it's the porcupine. And I colored it on the 3rd. And then this is the last one I did for June, and it's actually the last page. And I colored it on the 4th, and I used color pencil, and it's the donkey and the duck. Or is it a duck or a goose? Either one. And yeah, so I completed that book, and this was one of the ones I wanted to complete this year. Alright, here's another one that I want to complete this year, and it's the Bobby Goods book. I got this from Evelyn's Colors. I won this in a giveaway. And I did this page here, and I colored it on the 11th, and I used color pencil. Now, I will be doing this page for June, and they're calling this one the game night. And it kind of puts me in mind of me, my sister, and my brother-in-law, because we haven't done it in a few weeks, but we try to do every other Friday a game night at my house. Here's another one I want to complete this year, and it's the Forest Animal Mandalas by Joshua Dunbar coloring book. And I got all the mandalas done. Now I'm working on the extra pages, and this is the one I did for June. Ooh, that's really dark. Hold on, guys. That a little better? I'm trying to make it where the ring light's not so bright, but not so dark. But yes, this is the one I did for June, and I did color pencil, and I colored it on the 9th. Now this one is what I'm going to do for July. Alright, this is for my dog's coloring collab, which is hosted by me, Jamie's True Colors, here on YouTube on Sundays. This is the 50 Dog Breeds coloring book. And for June, I asked everyone to please add Pride colors: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. And then for July, I'm asking if you want to leave some white spaces, but to add these two colors, red and blue, because here in America on July 4th, we celebrate Independence Day, so red, white, and blue. So you can either use white or leave blank white spots on your pages, and then just use add these two colors, red and blue, to your pages. So this was my first one, and this is the Cocker Spaniel, and I named her Cookie, and I used acrylic paint markers on her, and then down here for the Cocker Spaniel I used Jot, J-O-T glitter gel pens, and I colored her on the 1st. Here is Smokey the Chihuahua, and I colored her with a color pencil and then Jot, J-O-T glitter gel pens for Chihuahua, and I colored her on the 1st. We have Izzy the Vizsla. I used a color pencil on Izzy, and then I used Jot, J-O-T glitter gel pens for Vizsla, and I colored her on the 7th. And here is Airbud, aka Buddy, the golden retriever, and I use acrylic paint markers for Buddy. And down here for golden retriever, I used Jot, J-O-T glitter gel pens, and I colored Buddy on the 9th. And then this coming Sunday, the first page for July is the Canon Corso. This one is hosted by my YouTube partner Dale over at Let's Talk About Movies and Stuff. And this is on Sundays, and it's hashtag Sunday Worship Coloring. And this is Chibi Coloring Book, Jesus, Chibi Land Coloring Book, Create Your Own Magic. I will be completing this book in July, and here are my pages that I did for June. This one was done on June 1st. I used acrylic paint markers for the whole page. Same thing, acrylic paint markers, and I colored it on the 1st. Same thing, acrylic paint markers, and I colored it on the 1st. And acrylic paint markers, and I colored it on the 1st. And for this coming Sunday, this is the page I will be coloring. This is for Coloring Party with Friends 2026 on Mondays, which is hosted by me, Jamie's True Colors. This is New Easy Coloring, a book by Joshua Dunbar. And this was my first one, and I'm using color pencils for this page, and I colored this one on the 1st. And I added some bumblebee stickers, because y'all know I love bumblebees. This was the second one I did, and I colored it on the 1st in color pencil. Color pencil, and I colored it on the 7th. Color pencil, and I colored it on the 9th. And color pencil, and I colored it on the 17th. And this coming Monday, our page, if you're following me along in this book, will be this fish. I completed this book. I used this book for Mandala Mondays 2026. I did pick another book out of my collection to continue coloring for that collab. This is the 50 Summertime Mandalas, and that collab is hosted by my dear friend Dawn over at M Beans Color With Me, and this is by Camilla Anchikova. And I'm going to do a flip through of the whole book. There are a few pages ripped out of this book. Oh my gosh. Sorry for the yawning. I'm actually going to take a drink of water real quick. Oh, and I started this book. Did I even write it down? I started this book on May 4th, 2024, and I completed this book on June 1st, 2026. So it took me 2 years to complete this book. Oh my gosh. Woo. Sleepy, sleepy. Again, I'm so sorry for the yawning. Do you guys like my new channel name? I love it. It fits my personality. And then it is also from one of my favorite Cyndi Lauper songs. I have a friend here on YouTube that's like, she does, a friend of his, well, she is a friend of mine, but she doesn't like slow songs, so whenever he told her what I was changing my channel name to, she was like, I don't like slow songs. I'm like, oh well, that's my channel name, Jamie's True Colors. Alright, so this is the first one I did for June, and I colored it on the 1st. and I don't remember exactly what I used. It looks like marker. This was the second one, and I used Jot J-O-T glitter gel pens. Jot J-O-T glitter gel pens, and I colored it on the first. Jot J-O-T glitter gel pens, and I colored it on the first. Nope, this one. And this was done with Jot J-O-T glitter gel pens, and I colored it on the first. And that is the end of the book. So I completed another book. This was not one of the books I wanted to complete this year, but I did complete it, so that is awesome. Alright, I completed this book. I had this book since 2021, and I began this book the year of 2021. And I finished the book on June 13th, 2026. It took me 5 years to get this book done. And I already did a flip through, so here was some of the extra pages that fell out of the book. But I already did a flip through of this book, so I am just going to show you the pages that I did for June. Here is the first one, and it's Donald Duck. Here is the second one, and they're all done with color pencil. And he is done on the first. Here's the third one, color pencil, and done on the 7th. Color pencil, and done on the 9th. And the last one, color pencil, and done on the 13th. So yes, I completed this book. And again, this was not one of the ones I actually picked to complete this year, but I did complete it, so that is awesome. Alright, this is for my collab on Wednesdays called the Free Markers Challenge, and it is the Sunflower Coloring Book for Adults. And here's my first one. I colored it on the first, and I used acrylic paint markers, and I added two I meant to say oh my goodness, Jamie. Bumblebee stickers. It about came out Stumblebee instead of Bumblebee. Oh, no, not that one. This one. Colored it on the 7th, and I used neon markers that I got from the Dollar Tree. Neon markers that I got from the Dollar Tree, and I colored it on the 9th. And this one was Cronola Super Tip, not Super Tip, but Twistable color pencils, and I colored it on the 17th. Now, I am still in June. I'm recording this video on the 18th, but you guys are not seeing it till the 2nd of July. And you would have already saw this page done, done for the first video of July. No, wait a minute. You guys are seeing this on July 2nd, which is Thursday. July 1st is Wednesday. So yes, you guys would have already seen this page done by the time you're seeing this video, but I'm still in the month of June, so that is why it's not done. I completed this book. I did do a flip through of this book, but I'm just going to show the page that I did for June. This is the Easy Summer by Joshua Dunbar coloring book. I did this for my collab on Thursdays in the month of May, June, July, and August, which is called Jamie's Color Me Summer Challenge. And I have to turn this book like this. And here is my page. And I did this with gel pen, just regular gel pen. I didn't do Jot glitter. I just did regular gel pen. I think it was Soul Color gel pen, and I colored it on the first. And then I started the second copy of this book. And it is The Easy Summer by Joshua Dunbar coloring book. And here's the first page I did out of the new book. And I used Soul Color glitter gel pen. No, not glitter, just Soul Color gel pens. And I colored it on the first. And a lot of you were saying you love how I did the dragonfly and rainbow. Thank you. And then I did this one using Jot, J-O-T glitter gel pens, and I colored it on the first. And I did Jot, J-O-T glitter gel pens on this page, and I did it on the first. Now, earlier today, Thursday, July 2nd, you would have seen this page already colored, but like I said, I am in June still, so that's why this page has not been colored. But you guys, by the time you're seeing this video, this page would have already been colored. Alright, this is for my 2-color challenge on Fridays. Two color challenge 2026, right? Yeah, 2026. I just put 2-color challenge because I know I'm not completing this book in 2026, but this is for that collab on Fridays, and it's the 50 Lotus Flowers Mandalas by Camilla Anchikova. For the month of June, our color was yellow. Well, for July and August, just use any 2 colors that you want of your own choosing. I am not giving you a color for these 2 months, July or August. I will be back in September giving you a color. But when I do give you that color, you do not have to use that color, but if you'd like to, you can. But for the months of July, I about said June, but for the months of July and August, just pick 2 colors of your choosing, color your page, post on Fridays, use the hashtag 2colorchallenge2026, and tag my channel, Jamie's True Colors, so I can come over and see what you colored. So our first page I did was yellow and green, and I colored it on the first. My second one was yellow and blue, and I colored it on the first, and I used my Jot glitter gel pens for both pages that I just showed. And for this one, yellow and pink. And I used the glitter gel pens Jot, and I colored it on the first. And I used it for this one, and I colored it on the first. Now this is what I will have colored tomorrow, July 3rd, Friday, July 3rd. And like I said, use any 2 colors of your choosing. And I think for me, because July 4th is Independence Day, so I think for July, I'm going to use red and blue for this collab. Also, because I'm gonna leave white spaces, so it would make red, white, and blue. Yeah. Alright, this is for the collab on Fridays that I do once a month, and it's hosted by my YouTube partner Dale over at Let's Talk About Movie Scene Stuff, and it is called Party Animal Fridays, and this is the Chibi Animal Grayscale Adult Coloring Book, Ava Brown, and this is the page that I did for June, and I used Jot, J-O-T glitter gel pens, and I colored it on the first. And this is what I will be coloring for July. It's the bear. It looks like a panda bear, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Comment down below and let me know. This is for my collab on Saturdays called Chibi Chibi Coloring with Jamie. And like I said, it's hosted by me, Jamie's True Colors. But this is Chibi Girls 2 Grayscale Adult Coloring Book, Ava Brown. And here is my first page. I do color out the background. I used to not, but I do now on some of the pages. Not all of them, but some of them. This is one of the ones I did. And I used acrylic paint markers for the whole page, and I colored her on the first. Here's the second one. I colored her on the first. Acrylic paint markers for the whole page. I did the same thing, acrylic paint markers, and I colored her on the first. Same thing, acrylic paint markers, and I colored her on the first. And then this will be the first Saturday, which would be July 4th, I believe. Yeah. This will be our page, well, my page for Chibi Coloring with Jamie this coming Saturday, which I believe is July 4th. This is for my monthly collab called Jamie's ABC Coloring Collab. And all you do is every month I give you a letter. You have to go out and find a coloring page with that letter on it, color it, post any day of that month, use the hashtag Jamie's ABC Coloring Collab, and then tag my channel, Jamie's True Colors. And yeah, so for the month of June, our letter was R. For the month of July, our letter is S. And this is the Fairies A to Z coloring book. So here is my R for June. And I colored it on the first with acrylic paint markers. And then here is my page to do for July. And it's S. Alright, now we're going to do my buddy colors that I did for June. This one is Cocoa Wild Cozy Corners Cute and Comfy Coloring Book. This is with my YouTube partner Dale and our friend Amber. And we do one page a month. And this is my page. And I used J.O.T. glitter gel pens, and I colored it on the first. Thank you both for the beautiful buddy color. Now we will be doing this page for July. And then Dale is picking our page for August. And Amber is picking our page for September. So I will be back picking the page for October. But yes, this is what we will be doing for July. This is my buddy color book that I do with Patty over at Life with Patty. She's trying to complete her book. I'm just starting mine. So I told her, why don't we go ahead and do buddy colors till you finish your book. So it'll help you out complete your book, and it'll help me get pages done in my book. So this is Relaxing Flowers coloring book. And this is our page we did for June. And follow me on my Instagram, I think it's Jamie's Life 101. It's linked in the description box of all my videos. I post my buddy colors, my page, and my partner who I'm doing the buddy color with, their page on my Instagram. So go over there and check out all my buddy colors. Thank you, Patty, for our monthly buddy color. I used Cronulla crayons for this page, and I colored it on the second. Now, we're doing the next page for July. So this is what we will be doing for July. This is a monthly buddy color that I do with my dear friend Pat over at Crafting with Pat and More. Thank you, Pat, for our buddy color. This is the coloring book Easy Fantasy by Joshua Dunbar. And this is our page for June. And I use J-O-T glitter gel pens. And I colored it on the 1st. And then this is our page for July. It's the Dragon Key. I was doing a monthly buddy color with my dear friend Ben over on Instagram. Well, this is the last month as of now for us to do buddy colors. He's gotten really busy with work, so I totally understand. And he said maybe in September we'll pick up our buddy colors again. So that is okay. Thank you, Ben, so much for doing these buddy colors with me. And yes, I hope we can start doing them again in September. But this is the Gay Cowboy coloring book. And this is our page we did for June. Now, I did acrylic paint markers for the whole page. And I even silvered out the background. But if you go over to my Instagram and see the posts about this, if you look at Ben's page, you'll see the background. He colored the background. I did not. And I colored it on the 9th. This is my monthly buddy color with my dear friend Dawn over at M Beans Color with Me. Thank you, Dawn, for our buddy color. This is Mouse Stick Mouse, a cookbook coloring book by Morgan O'Brien, and this is our page for for June. And I used Cronulla crayons, and I colored it on the 1st. This is going to be our page for July. Yeah, this is our buddy color for July. Alright. This book I will be completing in August. This is a monthly buddy color book that I do with my dear friend Katja from Kat's Coloring. And she picked our pages for June. I'm picking our pages for July. And this is Magical Dragon Special Edition. Thank you, Katja, for our buddy colors. This was the first one she picked. And I used acrylic paint marker. And I colored it on the 9th. Here's our second one. And I used acrylic paint markers. And I colored it on the 9th. Now I'll show you our buddy colors for July. And these pages I picked. So here's our first one. And then here's our second one. This one was with my dear friend, it was a buddy color with my dear friend Chris from Color Me Chris. And we've decided we're not doing any more buddy colors as of now. But Chris, if you would ever like to do another buddy color with me out of this book, just let me know. This is Color Me Capybaras. And we did this page as a buddy color. And I colored mine on the 2nd. Now, the sky and the clouds, I use, and the tree, no, not the trees. The clouds the sand and the capybara, I use Cronulla color pencils. Everything else, I use J-O-T glitter gel pens. And I colored it on the second. Thank you, Chris, for our buddy color. Now, I am going to go ahead and do a page on my own for July. And I'm going to do this one. Alright, and then I never did get my partner's page for this buddy color for June. As of the day of this recording, June 18th. Hopefully I get it before the end of the month, but this is from Sophie's Coloring Journey, I believe. Hold on, I got it wrote down. Yeah, Sophie's Coloring Journey here on YouTube. And this is the 100 Animals Adult Coloring Book by Jade Summer. And this is our page we did. And it's the hippopotamus. And I did mine in Pride colors. And I colored it on the first. And I used J-O-T glitter gel pens. Alright. We're down to our last two books. This is a grown-up coloring book for anyone who loves cute guys and animals. And this is my page I did for June, and I did it in color pencil, and I colored it on the 11th. And it's the cowboy riding the horse. Now this is the page I will be doing for July. Alright, again, like I said in the beginning of this video, if you're under the age of 18, please go away, have a magical day. Now back to the video, and this is our last book, and it is Adult Coloring Book Hot Guys Showing Off, and I mean they are showing off. And I used color pencil for this page. And I colored it on the 11th. And this is what I will be coloring for July. This one here. Alright, well, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for watching this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. Comment down below and let me know what page stood out to you that you liked the most. And I loved all my coloring pages. And yeah, again, I want to say thank you to everyone that hosted a coloring collab. I want to say thank you to everyone that joined me on a coloring collab and one of my coloring collabs that I host. And I want to say thank you again to everyone that I did a buddy color with. And I cannot wait to see what we all color for the month of July. Alright. Please give me a thumbs up, comment down below, and if you're new to the channel, hello, my name is Jamie. I sure hope you stick around, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell where you will not miss any of my upcoming videos, and join my YouTube family. And like always, love one another, don't judge one another, and always believe in coloring. And make today your day, because you're never promised tomorrow. And if I can do it, you can do it. By my magical rainbow family, you all have a magical day, and I'll see you very soon. Bye-bye.
From Ohio skies to colored lines, pink and yellow gray that shines. Simple joys in all we do. Every page comes alive with you. Come on in, let's color our world. Every dream like a page unfurled. Sweet little Ariel, little love we know so well. Family, friends, and love so bright, filling every line with light. Stay a while, don't rush away. Let's color joy into today. Color your world today with me. Jamie's True Color.